Hey guys, welcome to the first video I'm going to be doing on this channel, and this video is actually talking about the clues in the title, the assessment centre, and what to expect and what you need to bring. Okay, so I'm just going through my emails right now of when I was actually going through the process of the assessment centre. For those who are wondering, I went to Lichfield and I went on the 13th of May. So if anybody else who was in that class, then drop me a comment and I'll hook you up into the group chat on Snapchat. There is several group chats on Snapchat, Facebook and stuff that are all people who are going in September. I'm a member on all of them, so if you are going in and you've done your assessment centre, you've definitely passed, drop a comment and I'll get in contact with you and you can obviously join. But for those who haven't actually applied for the army, and this is just out of interest, this video, no worries, that is perfectly fine. At my channel, I'm just telling you about my experience and other people's experiences, excuse me, and how it went for me and how, like, what happens afterwards basically. So the assessment centre, obviously you've done your basic checks, you've done your army briefing. Some of you may have done like a group sort of like icebreaker thing at your army career centre, as I've heard a lot of my friends do and stuff. So basically, once you've got all of that paperwork and all that sort of stuff out of the way, you get invited to the Army Career Centre, Army Assessment Centre. In my case, because I live in Nottingham, I went to Lichfield Army Assessment Centre. I believe there's another one up north. There's some lads in the group chat who went to that one, and ladies, sorry. So Lichfield is a very popular one for the people in my area, obviously, because that is the closest one. You get the train tickets bought for you and stuff by the army. They give you like an email and stuff, but you can get dropped off, which I did. I got dropped off at the assessment centre's train station and got on the coach and just went straight to the assessment centre. So your first day, you need to have on hand your passport or your picture ID. Just get that ready for when they come and meet you, because if you're pissing about, they're not going to be happy with you. They don't like to waste time. These are veterans, and these are people who are getting paid to be dicks, basically, to you to sussle out the week and see who can stand being shouted at and stuff, right? So just have your photographic ID there ready with your name on it and stuff. So I use my passport. Passport is a very good option, so if you have one of them, make sure you 100% take that with you. So we'll go a bit later on about the documents side of stuff that you need to bring and stuff. But basically, just go there with your photographic ID, so your driver license, your passport, whatever, on hand. This is for the junior entry and the adult entry, by the way, this video, so everything I'm going to be saying, this will be a bit of both. I went in for the junior, if you guys are wondering. But yeah, you'll hold up your photographic ID. You'll have a corporal or an ex-sergeant or something, someone who's ex-army. There'll be an all-black kit. They'll have the British Army flag on it, and they'll have like their regiment's colours on it or something. So I had a Royal Irish Guard, and he came up to us, and he got us all from the train station. We crossed the road, stood in a straight line outside of the coach. And for those who have been to cadets and are in cadets, they got us stood at ease, like taught us how to do that, just standing there. So we hold up our ID next to our face, and he's got a little tick sheet, and he tells you a number corresponding with you. Right, this number is completely random. So the person next to me actually had number 5 when I was number 28. This is very important that you remember that number, and that is the number that they identify you throughout the whole weekend. They don't know you as your name, so for me it's Charlie. They don't know you as your last name. They know you as your number 28. Okay, so that's how they identify you. I have bibs on all the time, as you can see on all the army videos and obviously the thumbnail of this YouTube video. So you get your number, right, you go and sit on the coach, just keep trying to remember that number in your head. You'll get there, he won't say anything to you when you're getting on the bus, but when you're getting on the bus, guys, try and talk to as many people as you possibly can, right? You want to make friends while you're here, because when you're doing your team task and stuff, there's a random numbers that you get put with, and you really want to have people that you're going to get on with, and people you can like talk to about stuff and get stuff going. So you just get a bit of a thing going. You get the people who stand out as being more confident with the talking and stuff. So obviously I stood out when I was talking to people. You just talk to people, you get to know people and find out where people are from. There might be somebody from your city. It's very unlikely that it is, but just see if anybody's in cadets and stuff, as that's a common thing for most of us. So once you get off the bus at the assessment centre, you drop off all your bags and stuff just on the front gate. They get you into the classroom, which is where you spend most of your time there, and they just give you a massive brief. So you're there from about, I got at the assessment centre for about 3, and we was there until about 8 o'clock at night. Obviously we went for lunch in that time. But a really quick warning for you guys, when you're on the bus, text your loved ones and your family members and whoever you want to text, friends, family and all that. You want to text them and tell them you're going to get your phone taken off you, because you don't get a chance to actually text anyone before you get put in the safe. And in the room that you're in, there's no signal on any network. We was all looking at each other, scratching our heads like how we're supposed to tell people that we got our phones taken off us. You don't actually get your phone back for another about 38 to 40 hours. The reason why this is because you're supposed to be completely professional. You get told not to cross your arms, yawn, put your hands in your pockets, anything like that, because this is all one massive job interview. The whole assessment centre is an army job interview, yeah? So you need to give yourself the best impression, so you're not just sat on your phone, you're not doing this, you're that. You need to give you 100% focus and attention into this period of time that you're there, and especially the first night, there's a lot of documents you have to fill out. Being an English citizen, all this and like crime, everything that you need to do is basically that night. So once you get that sorted out, you'll get assigned to your beds. It'll be about 11 o'clock when you go to sleep. You'll be up at about 4:30 till 5:30, waking up in the morning, that is. You'll get your piss test, as it's called, where you wee in a jug, clues in the title, and they do like wee test, make sure your protein's good, you've not got no traces of blood in your wee. Another big point about that traces of blood in your wee: do not do any heavy exercises within the week before, because if you do that, it can leave traces of blood. So yeah, that's basically the first day. That's just rounded up. Obviously you get your locker and stuff, you get that all assigned, but the lads that you're in the room with, the numbers are corresponding to you. So underneath me was number 27, shout out number 27, he was a really nice guy. There was number 29 and number 30 around me. These people were actually in my team tasks, which was a really lucky thing, because we got talking and stuff, and I got really good mates with number 27. And basically you share a locker with that number. You live together, basically. You're all like looking after each other. You're all a bit nervous. You don't know what's going on, so everybody feels the same as what you're feeling right now. So when you go there, do not be worried about being scared and stuff, because everybody else is scared and worried. You're all going through the same thing. So yeah, the second day you just get your basic documents done, all your testing, so your cognitive test, your maths, your English, your basic logic. You get your medical done, eyesight, BMI, hearing, CGT scan, I believe it is. Can't remember what it's called, but basically a heart scan. And if that fails, which happened to me, it happened to like 2 of the lads in the 50 of us, you have to go down to the corridor to the professional, where they actually look at your heart on ultrasound, and everything was all clear for me, guys, obviously, and everybody else, obviously, because we're all in. But yeah, we had a really good time, actually, like getting to know the lads and stuff. So that's your second day, basically. It's just that, and you're just doing paperwork and your medical and stuff, and then it's just chill out. You get your phone for a bit, you get put in the recreational room for a bit, which is really nice. And yeah, so you go to bed at about 11 o'clock again, wake up about 4:30, 5:30. Now the last day is your fitness day. Okay, so you do your jerry can, you do your bag lift first in a little room. You see that a lot. Then you do your jerry can, then you do your run, your 1.5 mile run. Obviously this is a round camp, so at Lichfield there's actually a blue door that they call the blue corridor, because that's the door that you pass when you like done your warm up, your 800 meter warm up. You do an 800 meter group warm up before your best effort 1.5. okay, so you do that, and you do your weights before you're running, which is really bad. Your legs are fucking killing after you've done the assessment centre, by the way, guys. So get some ibuprofen cream to rub onto your legs and stuff, because it's really, really painful when you're there. So yeah, just get that all sorted out and that. And once you've done all your fitness and that, you have to pass your medical before you can get deemed fit to do your fitness and stuff. So once you've done all that fitness and that, you just go on, and you actually get a really nice time at that. You get about 2 hour to an hour in the recreational room, playing pool, watching TV, like, what I mean, talking to the lads about where they come from and stuff. So yeah, once you've done that, guys, you come out and they get you in these green overalls, and that's when you do your team tasks. So that's like you got 2 planks of wood, an ammo box, and a jerry can. Get this over to that side without touching the floor. Like, they tell you all the rules and stuff. So once you've done all that, you do a dummy grenade throw, which is actually really fun. If you've been in cadets and stuff, you've actually learned how to do stuff like this. So I'm currently a full screw in the Nottingham Army Cadet Force, and we do a lot of stuff like this, obviously being in the firing and stuff like that. So you do a lot of blank firing, dummy grenade throws and stuff. So you do that. They get you crawling in the mud, get you really muddy, so make sure you bring some old trainers as well as some really good running shoes for when you do your run. You want 2 different pairs. Yeah, so you get that sorted out, you do all that sort of lovely stuff, and once you've done your team task, you just get told, right, you got an hour, lads, get in the showers, get your suits on, interviews, right? They turn the tap pressure down on the showers, so you can't have a very good shower, and this is actually a mental test to see if you can stand what they throw at you, see what you can work with. Okay, so once you've had your shower and gotten ready, got in your suit and stuff, you go down into the classroom that you've been in for a long time. You get your briefs about training. You need to know everything about your training, sort of stuff like that. And then you go through, you sit down, you wait for your interview. In your interview, they just ask you about your regiment, how long you're in training, how much you're going to get paid, why you want to join the army, whereabouts you're from, your background, what made you want to join the army, family support, stuff like this, guys. While the rest will be watching a film. And then after that, you don't get a chance to actually contact anybody after that. You get your phone and stuff back, but you don't have a chance to go outside where the signal is. Okay, so you just sat there, you're waiting, and then they'll take you out in groups of about 20. You'll get dropped off back at the train station, get you on your trains, get picked up or whatever. So I actually just said I needed the toilet and actually went outside and went on my phone and rang my parents and said, can you come get me please, and like set off now, because obviously it's about an hour away from Lichfield, Nottingham is. So I had to do all that lovely stuff, and yeah, basically that was the Army Assessment Centre. That was basically what happened, and then about a week or so after, I got a phone call from a sergeant from the NRC, the National Recruiting Corps, and he just said, well done, I passed out with a B grade, the assessment centre. So he said, you know what I mean, you've got your place booked for Harrogate on the 23rd of September, sorry. So that was all sorted, that was lovely. I had to go down to my Army Career Centre actually to go and give them some extra ID, because your ID that you need is your birth certificate, proof of address, and a picture ID, so a passport or something. So mine was a birth certificate, a letter from school, and then my passport obviously. But yeah, I got that all sorted out, and obviously it all went smooth for me. I'm in the group chat with all the lads, so if you want to get added to that, please drop the comment. So yeah, please like, subscribe, and comment what other videos you'd like me to go over, what other stuff you need to sort out for the army and stuff, and what my recommendations are for kit and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe to Help Point. Thank you guys for watching.